All right, brothers out there, shalom. All praise to Yahweh by Shimmy Shah. And double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Bringing out to you from Houston, Texas. And we just going to be an open forum. We're just going to flow with the Spirit and get on into these scriptures, man. Because the time is short, man. And it's going to be real ugly out here. And I don't think people really realizing, man, what's really going on. We already know 2/3 of Israel is blind as fuck, man. We talking about those ones that are waking up, man. Quit bullshitting. Don't get for real with this, man. Either you with it or you're not, man. The Most High said you lukewarm, we gonna spew you out of his mouth. So what you gonna do, man? Cause it's finna get real out here. Let's go and get into it, man. I agree. Jeremiah 15:1. It's Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel.
Moses and Samuel are two mighty men, great men of Israel. Okay? Some of our great forefathers, like Elder Cabal always said, we got extensive great history. These are two of your great forefathers, your people. Okay?
Though Moses and Samuel stood before me.
Right, they stood and pleaded before the Lord for Israel. For you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay?
Yet my mind could not be toward this people.
Right, because it tells you in the book of Isaiah that the more that the Lord strikens you, the more and more that you're going to rebel. Okay? You're going to continue to do the same shit that you're going to do. We know that. Okay? So this message is really only for the elect. Okay? The elect gonna get this word, they're going to hear it, they're going to eat it up. Okay? And they're going to go out and do the work. And they're going to stand firm and stand so stiffly for the Most High and the Son. How about Shimmy Shah? But the rest of you fools, these are the things that the Lord has for you that we're reading in the 15th chapter. Go on.
Right. Yet my mind could not be toward this people.
What people? Israel. Go ahead.
Cast them out of my sight.
Right. The Lord pushed us completely out of his sight, which is first and foremost our land. But guess what else? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. You're just completely away from the Most High. You're not in tune with the Most High. Okay? You don't have a zeal for the Most High. Okay? You're not reading, you're not studying, you're not doing any of that. The Most High is really not with you. Okay? Go ahead.
And let them go forth.
Right, you went forth into captivity. You went forth into just pure mayhem and hell, anguish and stress and strife and death and destruction. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass.
Meaning this is going to take place. It's going to happen, whether you believe it or not. Go ahead.
That's right. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
Keep going.
Then thou shalt tell them.
This is what we're supposed to tell you.
Right.
You know?
Thus said the Lord.
The Lord of this Bible. Not the Lord of the flies, but the Lord of this Bible. Black man. Okay, go ahead.
Such as are for death.
Such as for to death.
Such as are for death to death.
Okay, if it's meant for you to get put to death, then that's what's going to take place. Your head go roll. Okay, go ahead.
And such as are for the sword, to the sword.
Right, and sword is a what? A killing instrument. Okay, you know the modern day sword is a gun. Okay, but there's another form of sword is what? A nuclear missile. That's right. Because it's going to be a nuclear holocaust that's going to take place right here on this land right here. That's right. That you know as Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. Okay, this whole land is going to be completely destroyed and wiped out. It's going to be turned into a desert with you in it. So knowing this is, what are you going to do to get up out of it? Okay, because you can't take no rocket booster, you can't get on no plane like in the movie Independence Day, and then
Right.
we're gonna fly a body with.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah, that's not gonna take place. That's a movie, fool.
That's right.
Okay, that's fiction. That's not dealing with reality. This life that you live in, that's reality. Okay, them headaches and that subpoena that you got from that bitch. Okay, that child support, that's reality that's going on. But more than that, there's gonna be thermonuclear destruction happening here in America. Okay, the ships gonna come in, they're gonna be shooting concentrate heat too. That's gonna be the Lord on those ships. Okay, on that ship, along with the holy angels, which are innumerable. They're gonna be shooting concentrated heat at you. They're gonna deliver the elect. Okay, but the rest of you fools gonna get caught up in that. Okay.
All right. And such as are they for famine to the family.
Right, because there is going to be a physical famine as well as a spiritual famine. The spiritual famine is going to come in the form of us not being on the highways and byways because America is going to be shut down. Okay? They're going to have curfews, they're going to have checkpoints. It's going to be martial law. Okay? And brothers are not going to be out on the highways and byways trying to teach you and shit like that. That time going to come to a close, and the next chapter is going to be what? Time to hunt, like it tells you in the book of Jeremiah, 16th chapter. So you're going to get on board with this, so you're going to get slaughtered. Okay? That's what it's going to boil down to. But we get into the famine, it's going to be a physical famine, like lack of food, lack of water. Okay? It's not going to be any Walmart or Kroger's or Winn-Dixie or your local grocery freezer. Okay, there's not going to be any of that. No. You don't have no food stored up no way anyhow. You know, they're going to cut the electricity off. So even if you were storing food, that's going to come to naught. That shit going to spoil, man. So you're going to be right out here in these streets eating out of trash cans and shit. And eating your children. And eating yourself. Okay? That's the reality. Okay? Well.
Lamentations 4 and 9.
Oh, that's a good one.
They that be slain with the sword are better than
right,
they.
It's better for you to get killed with get shot in your head. And these couple of seconds that we coming into, these last couple of seconds that we got in America, it's better for you to just go out and be shot up than what's going to take place with the scripture going to tell you. Where?
They that be slain with the sword
right.
are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Right, because it's like it's a slow, painful thing, eating away from the inside out. Okay, starving to death. And that's going to happen to a lot of you fools out here. Because you're going to be eating shoes, you're going to be eating couches and eating grass, but it's going to come to a point in time you're not going to be eating shit. Right? You're going to starve. Okay? Got more than that?
Yeah. They that be slain, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for they pine away.
Right, you're going to pine away. Okay.
Stricken through for want of fruit of the field.
You're going to be hungry, man.
Right.
Well, let's finish that up.
Right. We're still on 2. Okay, right. And such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Which is now, which is the concentration camps,
right.
FEMA camps, detention centers, gulag, whatever you want to call it. Look it up.
Right.
U.S. concentration camps. You're always on YouTube. Look it up. Right. Okay. Don't believe everything that we tell you. You know, just look it up. Check it out. Check it out for yourself. I mean, we're not going to lie to you. We're going to give you the uncut raw truth. Okay? You're going to get thrown head first inside of concentration camps. That's a fact. And inside of those concentration camps, it's not like a summer camp. You know, where you're gonna go and play basketball and football and throw darts and play ping pong and dodgeball and kickball.
Right.
That's not that type of camp. You're not gonna play chess. You ain't gonna play PlayStation or none of that. Okay? It's gonna be a lot of war games, which is the top thing is gonna deal with torture and death and destruction. Okay? That's what these different troops, and that's what this government has planned for the so-called Negroes. Okay? That's like our verse 3.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord.
Now this is what the Lord is talking about. You think that the Lord is all about being peaceful and moonwalking and gliding across the floor, giving out cherries and ice cream, you know, being nice to everybody and sweet? That's not the Lord. He's not like that. You know, obviously you haven't been reading. You got to start reading this. I'm talking to the elect on them, right? Not you misfits, ghouls and gremlins, not y'all. Right? I'm not talking about little Jody or slinging crack. No, I'm not talking about you. This is what the Lord got for me. Wait.
Quick precept, real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 2, starting verse 9. Okay. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein.
Which is what the scriptures did. The truth of these scriptures. Go ahead.
And he spread it before me, right. And it was written within and without.
Right.
And there was written therein lamentations and mournings and woe.
That's what this Bible is all about. What that last part said again?
It says, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without.
That's what's in this Bible.
That's right.
And what does it say?
And there was written therein lamentations.
Lamentations. That's not a good thing. Go on.
And mourning.
And mourning. Okay. And what else it say?
And woe.
And woe. Destruction. War. Right. It's gonna be a lot of death, a lot of carnage, a lot of hollering, a lot of screaming, you know. Go ahead.
Luke 19:43. For the days shall come upon thee, that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee.
Right? They're gonna come off these cities. They're going to have checkpoints, they're going to have curfews, and this has been in the scriptures for thousands of years. The Lord have already told you about this.
That's right.
Okay? You refuse to get inside of this thing and start reading and asking the Lord to open up your mind to this. You want to play and act like a damn child on here. Okay? Well, you're going to be treated as such. Gonna be dragged like you got a kid and a lion. That lion is gonna toy with that kid if it's hungry. But the Lord gonna do that to you. You're gonna be toyed with. Okay, that lion's gonna have the mastery over you. Okay, go ahead.
That thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee.
Right, you don't even know who your enemy is. Well, we're gonna tell you your enemy is a so-called white man, aka Esau. AKA demon seed, AKA the devil.
Right.
Okay? The man who you work for. Okay? Go ahead.
To pass thee around and keep thee on every side.
Right.
And shall lay.
Right, because you're not going to be able, once they had those curfews and those checkpoints, you're not going to be able to go from city to city. Okay? When they declare martial law, and they have those checkpoints and curfews, you're not going to see your grandma. You're not going to see your mama, your auntie, your cousins, and you're not going here and going there. You're not gassing up and going right around and spending. You're not going to do none of that. You're going to be stuck exactly where you're at. Okay? And you can hopefully he can seek refuge.